Madeline, Kyle, thank you for
Oh,
joining me
hey,
today.
buddy. Thanks for having us.
Exciting times, we're here about to talk about your latest project, Robbie Ain't Right No More. I recently premiered at the Screamfest horror, which ran a few weeks ago in October. Then it's got another release, right? December 1st or something, I read.
No, that's not. That's what's on the IMDb right now. But it premiered at Telluride Horror Show and Screamfest on the same weekend. We're at Film Quest in Utah right now.
Somebody else is joining. I'll cut this part out. So any pressure going into this film festival after you guys film this?
No, no, this is the fun parts.
So I had the opportunity to watch it the other night. I liked it. It's a ride, a thriller, edgy you see type of film. We'll start off with you, Kyle. First, what do you hope for when the viewers tune in? What do you hope they get out of this?
I hope that they're intrigued by the story and they want to see more, because that's kind of the main reason I did it. Is to just stoke some interest in the project and maybe turn it into a bigger thing.
Yeah. How about you, Madeline? What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I hope the same, but also my siblings, they watched it with me like a little bit ago when we were sent the short, and they loved it. They were like, "Oh my gosh, that was so much scarier than we thought it was going to be," and they wanted to know so much more as well. So I hope that's what viewers see as well.
Yeah. Madeline, when you first got the script and you were going through it, what was your thoughts?
Well, when I first got the script, I was reading it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. And I didn't expect so many things in the script. There were like, even in this, I know it's like 17, 18 minutes. But even in this short script that I read, I was like, this is so interesting. And I instantly knew that other people that watched would find it super interesting as well.
Kyle, you're a former U.S. Marine. Now you're a filmmaker. I know, like, you, part of the idea was probably what you went through serving our country to get this idea, but what else pushed you towards it with the twists and everything?
Um, I guess just my love of genre films and horror movies, and I don't know. Sometimes some of the darkest parts about us and our brains are most easily, talked about in those kind of stories rather than literally. So I think that's where that comes from.
How long did it take you to put this script together, you think, and the idea?
Well, the idea is I've just been carrying around with me for years, but the script took like a week to write.
How was it collaborating with Madeline, and how did you decide how to cast this cast?
First off, it was great. Second, I just had this script that had a very demanding role for a child actor, so I thought it would be impossible to ever shoot. And my fiance, Emmy Holmes, who's also our costume designer and producer, she had worked with Madeline on a project called Outcast. How many years ago was that?
I was, yeah, I was 6 years old, like when me and Emmy worked together. And then she's the one who like came to me with the script, and she was like, Kyle wrote this amazing little short, and we would love for you to be in it because there's a role for a girl in it. And I instantly thought of you. And then that's when I read it and everything. I was like, of course, I love Emmy so much. I would do anything for her.
Yeah, and then we went and saw the Black Phone opening weekend, and I was like, oh yeah, obviously she can do this.
That's awesome. So throughout the film, you notice, like, I don't want to give out too many spoilers because I want people to go see this. I thought it was great, especially for the ending. There's a lot of dark scenes in it. Can you tell us a little bit about that, the way you decided to film some of those scenes?
Dark is in content, literally dark.
Oh yeah, that too, plus behind the scenes of Rob.
Yeah. I don't know, that's just kind of the world I like to inhabit. And as far as visually too, those are my favorite kinds of movies. They're very low key and just, as we call it, a thick negative. So a lot of black in the frame, and I think it goes well with the kind of content we're doing.
Madeline, Rob, Jade, and Cal, Describe the chemistry between you two, especially with some of those scenes.
I mean, we didn't have a lot of time to like, hang out or get to
Yeah.
know each other very well because we obviously didn't have it was like 3 days, I think. That was like the span of which we shot. But before like actually shooting, especially the dinner scene, yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but we actually had dinner the night before, and that's when we all kind of got to know each other and talk about our characters with Kyle and
I want to. Is there hopes for like to make this into a full feature film, Kyle?
Yeah.
Only because I'm asking because the ending got to me. I was like, come on, this is not how it's supposed to end.
Yeah. And yeah, that was intentional, but hopefully not to piss people off, but make them, want more out of it.
Now, is there a chance for a sequel short to this? Have you thought about that idea too?
I don't think so, because it's so it's just so difficult to make a short, especially at that like budget level and have that kind of involvement. And as you probably know, they don't really make a return on the investment. So it's it's hard to get people to stay interested in putting money into it when there's no physical return out of it. And two, I think making a feature is just like making like 5 of these shorts just at once. So we might make a few dollars back too. So that's what we'd rather do.
Last question. Halloween tomorrow. I gotta know each one of you favorite horror movie.
That's so hard. I love the Scream series, especially Scream 6. I thought that was so good. Oh, that's actually so hard. What the heck? Or like It Chapter 2 maybe. But I also love watching this movie Coraline with my little sisters.
How about you, Kyle?
It's hard to pick one, so I'll just give you a few off the top of my head. One would be The Shining. The other would be Suspiria, the original. Another would be The Brood by David Cronenberg. Another would be The Thing, the 82 Carpenter one.
It's too hard to pick one.
So. Right.
Yeah, and the original Halloween will always hold a place in my.
Oh, and Halloween. Yes, oh my goodness.
Are you a fan of the last Halloween that just came out? Did you guys enjoy it?
I watched it with my little sister as well on the plane. Actually, we didn't get to finish it though. So
it's the only one out of the new trilogy that I didn't work on. So I can say whatever I want about it. But I think I enjoyed it more than the other two because I'm just so tired of seeing the series just reuse the same formula. So going into it like this is just a weird kind of art movie. But Michael Myers is barely, and I was kind of a fan, but I also liked the original Halloween Season of the Witch, and that also pissed off most of the community when it came out. But now it's cool to like that one. So hopefully, this one will get the same kind of treatment with the test of time or whatever.
Right. Amazing. I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes today. This was great.
Thank you for having
us.
Thank you, and good luck with the future of this film project also.
Hey,
thank you so much.
Thank you.